Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, why? Why are we all here? What's out there? And how does it all work? Well, you're certainly not alone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Big Why. I'm just as curious as you are about the universe and everything in it. From the depths of the ocean to the furthest reaches of space, no question is too big, no topic too strange for us. We'll crack open the mysteries of black holes, journey to the edge of the universe, and explore the mind-blowing discoveries that are changing our world. So if you're ready to unleash your inner scientist, ask the tough questions, and explore the universe alongside me, then buckle up, and let's ask why. We often think of ourselves as rational beings, guided by logic and evidence. But what if our minds are capable of holding contradictory beliefs simultaneously, even when those beliefs clash with reality? This unsettling concept, known as doublethink, was famously explored by George Orwell in his dystopian novel 1984. But is doublethink merely a fictional construct, or does it have real-world implications for how we think, believe, and act? In this video, we'll delve into the intricacies of doublethink, examining its origins in Orwellian literature, its manifestations in various aspects of life, and the psychological mechanisms that make it possible. We'll explore how doublethink can be used to manipulate and control individuals and societies, and we'll consider the potential dangers of this insidious form of self-deception. Whether you're a fan of dystopian fiction, a student of psychology, or simply someone who wants to understand the power of language and thought, this exploration promises to challenge your assumptions and spark a deeper reflection on the nature of truth, belief, and the human mind. Perhaps by understanding the mechanisms of doublethink, we can become more vigilant in safeguarding our own minds against manipulation and misinformation, and empower ourselves to think critically and independently. Doublethink, the concept introduced by George Orwell in his dystopian novel 1984, describes a process of indoctrination where individuals are conditioned to simultaneously accept two contradictory beliefs as true, even when those beliefs clash with their own memories or perceptions of reality. This psychological manipulation goes beyond mere hypocrisy, as it involves a deliberate and conscious effort to reconcile conflicting ideas, even in the face of overwhelming evidence to the contrary. In Orwell's novel, the origins of doublethink within the population are not entirely clear. While it's implied that the ruling party's brainwashing programs play a role, the novel also depicts individuals adopting doublethink due to social pressure and a desire to conform to the party's ideology. Within the totalitarian society of 1984, recognizing or even acknowledging contradictions within the party's narrative is considered a thought crime, a punishable offense. This creates an environment where individuals are constantly pressured to suppress their own critical thinking and accept the party's version of reality, no matter how absurd or contradictory it may seem. The novel portrays doublethink as a powerful tool for maintaining control and suppressing dissent. By manipulating language and thought, the party can create a society where individuals willingly accept contradictory information, even when it goes against their own experiences and observations. This chilling depiction of doublethink raises important questions about the power of propaganda, the fragility of truth, and the vulnerability of the human mind to manipulation. In George Orwell's dystopian novel 1984, doublethink is a central concept that illustrates the insidious power of totalitarian regimes to control and manipulate the minds of their citizens. As Orwell describes it, doublethink is the ability to hold two contradictory beliefs simultaneously, accepting both as true despite their inherent conflict. It's a form of mental gymnastics that allows individuals to believe in the party's propaganda, even when it contradicts their own experiences and observations. Doublethink is not just about believing in lies. It's about consciously and deliberately manipulating one's own thoughts and memories to align with the party's narrative. It involves to know and not to know, to be conscious of complete truthfulness while telling carefully constructed lies. It's a state of perpetual cognitive dissonance where logic is used against logic, and morality is both repudiated and claimed simultaneously. The party's control over language through the invention of newspeak reinforces doublethink. Newspeak is a simplified language designed to limit thought and expression, making it easier for the party to control the population's beliefs and perceptions. Words like good and evil, right and wrong, are redefined or eliminated altogether, creating a linguistic environment where contradictions and independent thought become increasingly difficult. The Ministry of Truth, the department responsible for rewriting history and fabricating propaganda, is a prime example of doublethink in action. Its employees are tasked with falsifying records and creating a distorted version of reality, yet they are expected to wholeheartedly believe in the lies they create. The ministry's name itself is a contradiction in terms, as it's dedicated to the production of falsehoods. Doublethink is not just a tool for controlling the masses, it's also essential for the ruling elite. The party leaders must be able to believe their own infallibility while simultaneously learning from past mistakes. This self-deception allows them to maintain power and pursue their goals without being hindered by doubts or moral qualms. The protagonist of the novel, Winston Smith, initially resists the party's attempts to indoctrinate him with doublethink. However, as he undergoes torture and brainwashing, he begins to contemplate using doublethink as a form of rebellion. He envisions allowing himself to become a loyal party member outwardly while secretly harboring his hatred deep within, hoping to preserve a shed of his true self until the moment of his execution. Doublethink, in Orwell's chilling portrayal, is a powerful tool for controlling and manipulating individuals and societies. It erodes critical thinking, undermines truth, and creates a world where reality itself becomes malleable and subject to the whims of those in power. By understanding the mechanisms of doublethink, we can become more vigilant in safeguarding our own minds against manipulation and misinformation, and strive to preserve our capacity for independent thought and critical analysis. The concept of doublethink has transcended its literary origins in 1984 and become a powerful tool for understanding and analyzing real-world phenomena. Since the novel's publication in 1949, the term doublethink has become synonymous with the act of ignoring or rationalizing contradictions between different worldviews, often as a way to alleviate cognitive dissonance, the discomfort caused by conflicting beliefs. In the field of psychology, some schools of psychotherapy, such as cognitive therapy, encourage individuals to challenge and modify their thoughts as a way to address various mental health issues. However, this therapeutic approach differs from Orwellian doublethink, as it aims to promote self-awareness and rational thinking rather than blind adherence to a prescribed ideology. The term doublespeak, while not explicitly used in 1984, is often credited to Orwell's work. It refers to the deliberate use of ambiguous or evasive language to mislead or manipulate others. This concept can be traced back to Orwell's essay, Politics and the English Language, where he criticized the misuse of language by politicians, advertisers, and others to obscure the truth and promote their own agendas. While doublethink involves the internal manipulation of one's own thoughts and beliefs, doublespeak is a form of external manipulation that relies on the deceptive use of language to influence others. Both concepts, however, share a common thread in their potential to distort reality, undermine critical thinking, and maintain power and control. By understanding the mechanisms of doublethink and doublespeak, we can become more discerning consumers of information and more vigilant in protecting ourselves against manipulation. We can also strive to use language in a more honest and transparent way, promoting clarity, understanding, and critical thinking in our own communication and discourse. We've peered into the unsettling world of doublethink, tracing its origins in Orwell's dystopian vision to its real-world manifestations in propaganda, political discourse, and even our own minds. We've examined the psychological mechanisms that enable doublethink, the ways it can be used to manipulate and control, and the potential dangers it poses to individual autonomy and critical thinking. But the conversation doesn't end here. The concept of doublethink remains a powerful tool for understanding the complexities of human belief and the vulnerability of our minds to manipulation. By recognizing the signs of doublethink in ourselves and others, we can become more vigilant in safeguarding our own critical thinking and resisting attempts to control our thoughts and perceptions. If this exploration has sparked your interest, I encourage you to delve deeper into the works of George Orwell, as well as the vast literature on propaganda, cognitive dissonance, and the psychology of belief. Consider the ways in which doublethink might be operating in your own life, in the media you consume, and the political landscape you navigate. And who knows, perhaps by understanding the mechanisms of doublethink, you'll be inspired to become a more discerning and independent thinker, a champion of truth and critical analysis in a world that often tries to obscure and manipulate reality. Thank you everyone for watching. My name's The Big Y. Don't forget to drop a like, and if you're new to the Why Not family, a follow. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.